So, African American male sitting on the bench holding a black and white phone, smoking a cigarette. And so now we know where the dispute of no Negroes and the children came from. And African Americans, it's probably and most likely not your black and white. But Stan and Dave, do you know who those two men are? If you don't, then guess what? So now we know where the dispute is from, but we also know that the African Americans could have invaded Spain, Israel, France, Italy, whatever, we don't know. But what the kids are showing, we show where that conflict starts out. And so that's why also the African Americans act strange, because they might be in a place that they don't belong. Or maybe they do. Just depends on what kind of thing Brian and them are trying to do, or Joe. That's why it's dangerous, and that's why some of these men did what they did, because they knew some of you wouldn't be able to afford the lifestyle or culture. Hey David, you guys are you want the big one. You're probably not going to be correct, but I'm identifying where you guys had your fights and disputes through spying and going through other people's stuff, David, and where these arguments come from and why people behave the way they do. So you can prove me not to Jew whatever you want, Dave, but like I said, Joe and them, if they're down there, they know the group of you are full of shit and you keep fucking it up. And it's pissing people off because they know you, the group of you, are trying to sit on thrones that don't belong to you, creating problems, David. And you guys don't know all the history. And also as well, it looks like, little child, German Shepherd, wearing her pink beret. So the women are making their children famous through Starbucks, basically. So they're finding ways to work together and get something to work, while the group of you men act like immature little brats and fight over it and ruin it. So maybe the Queen of England, she got her social network, and she's making it called up A.L. Miranda Schwartz. They're getting the Disney children into it and say, look, and they make their kids famous. Why you guys fight over it? Arguing over something you guys may have saw, but you guys don't know what was exactly true. So, like I said, we don't know where the no Negro dispute comes from and why they fight over it. But you want to make sure, Stan and Dave, and if you guys are attempting that black and white and you guys don't know exactly where it was said or the conversations had or what's going on, they're proving that it belongs to none of you, and you guys don't know the situation or who those people are. You just saw something. So be careful. But now we know where it is, and we now know why the Negroes try to claim the black and white that doesn't belong to them. It probably belongs to somebody who is foreign, overseas or down south. Or Stan and Dave, it could be my great-great-grandfather, which none of you knew. And then you guys are going through McBride stuff, or other people's stuff, and you don't know what's going on in their intent. That's why when Greg and them set in some stuff for you boys, you should pay attention, because they've had your interest in mind. And guess what? If you guys are going to try to go down the road of Spain, you want to live in that lifestyle, or the Israelis, and you guys don't know, because yes, they do good work. Or even England, you guys want to bring that stuff back through? And like I said, Brian and then know, because some of us have experienced it before. And guess what? If you want the minister, and some of them have lived through that before, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to know that a lot of you can't afford it, and they're going to bring it through. And if you guys create conflicts and ruin it, because they all know something about all of you, who's invading their thrones. And I'm telling you, Stan and Dave and Perlita, Ellery's, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, there has been a line long before most of you even got involved.